Hello and welcome back everybody to another episode of the Geek Tech Show. In case you do enjoy this show and in case you want something new today, make sure you subscribe to it. In today's video we are going to be reviewing the Dyson Pure Cool Air Towel. And should you actually get this for your home and needs? As you can see over here, this is a humongous piece of sophisticated technology and equipment. The first thing you're going to be doing here when you get this, and by the way, this is an honest review of this product. I bought this with my own money, and in case you want to support my channel, you can buy it directly from me from Amazon. So I get a small commission for it. So this product itself, when you actually get this, you have to assemble it all for yourself. The way you go assemble this, you just put the filters right inside here. And what it actually comes with, it comes with a few sets of different filters. One of which is this one right here. And one thing for you to understand is that those filters are built in a way that they only go in here one way. If you put them the wrong way, it's just not going to go back in here. This is the same filter as you have in your vehicle, kind of like it. Same thing. Very sophisticated, and it's also very expensive for you to replace. Probably going to be the most expensive thing for you once the filters do get clogged up, and they will after quite some time. Those are very big filters we're talking about here. There is a second Coll filter right over here, also pretty big. There's Colls right inside of it. I believe those are Colls. And all together, all you have to do is just assemble this right in as you get this, and put this like that, just like that. It should fit right in, unless you put something wrong inside. Unless you put it the wrong way, that is. Now let's talk about this product here. First of all, it is humongous. It is super big, and it also is extremely heavy. Very heavy. A few other things about this is that I like the way it is constructed. And Dyson didn't cut any corners when they created this sophisticated piece of equipment and machinery. This is all made out of very good, high quality metal. Now on top of this, this is plastic, and this plastic can spin, just like that, almost 360. And over here, one side the air comes out, another side it sucks the air in. Also, it can actually do it in two different directions. One, it just goes like this, another one, it goes up. And everything is controlled by this miniature remote, or on and off button right here. And you can also see a small display here that shows you the pollution level that is in your house. So it's supposed to be at around 2, it's going to be up to 7 or even up to 10 if it is super polluted in the place you live in. A few other things about this, and it comes with this huge manual. 1/3 of it is in English, the rest of it is in different language. It also comes with this plug. It also comes with this plug right here. And apart from that, let's get and talk about a few issues with this product right off the box itself, and things that I actually don't like too much about this. Apart that, this sophisticated piece of equipment does not spin all by itself is a big one. I do wish it spun by itself. You need to manually make it spin the way you want it to. If you want to bend this a little bit, you can. There we go. You can bend this just a little bit. This is the most that you can do this. When you're adjusting, or just move it around to the location you want to move it to. The next thing that you have to understand is this. I don't know why Dyson made this so big and sophisticated, because it's very hard for this to put in a place that has more than a few of the same AC chargers right in there. So if you have a bunch of chargers that are right inside, this is not going to work for you. Also, this doesn't bring cool air, it just blows air out. So it works great as a fan. In fact, after a few, I would say 20 minutes or so, it will clean the air in the room. But apart from that, it is very sophisticated, and yet there's one thing I super dislike about it, so I have to really tell you about it. there is only one button to control it, on and off right here, and there is a screen right there. Unfortunately, everything extra is being powered by this miniature remote, which is, hopefully, this is not going to cost too much to replace, but this is so easy for you to misplace. And unfortunately, Dyson didn't leave a place for you to put this right on it. Because if it did, it would be much harder for you to misplace something like this. And this is a very essential piece for this to work. It has a few features that are required for this to work very well, such as the power speed that this is going to work, the auto function, night and day, the info function, and to cycle through the different menu. And you can't do this without this. So overall, those are the few things about this sophisticated thing about the Dyson Coll, pure Coll. I do wish I knew those facts before I purchased this thing, because otherwise this is not so great because of that. Now, if you do get this on sale for around $200, if it ever goes this cheap, it's a pretty good deal. I got this for around $350. I think that's the going rate for it. For a high-end product such as this, there was other competitors out there who could do just as good or maybe even better of a job. But Dyson is the best when it comes to filtering the air. So if you are focused on that feature alone, this is worth it. Everything else in here, not really. And I do think that if I was going to do this all over again, I might get the small version because it is just too big and too heavy. That being said, the small version is not going to clean the air as good as the miniature one. So this one, clean the air as much as the big one, that is. So overall, great product, a little bit too expensive, and too much reliance on a very small piece of equipment that is essential for this to work. So I want to show you how this product actually works, specifically how much noise it actually makes and how it actually looks like. So let's get started here. So the Dyson itself, to turn it on, all you have to do is to press on this button right here, just like that, and you hold it. Over there, it actually shows for you, and here it goes with the 10 speed right on. To lower the speed, you're using the remote to put it at the lowest possible speed, which is 1, and you can hardly hear it working. In fact, you don't feel it working at all. This is the instructions manual, by the way. And this actually does a lot of things in here. One of which it cycles through the menu, and you can see how much indoor pollution is in for different kind of particles. So right now the pollution is set at 1. Now this is totally incorrect because it is hardly moving. The faster it moves, the higher the pollution level is going to be seen on this. So let me show you. And you can see how much sound it makes as it goes up in the speed. In fact, you can hardly hear me talking if it goes on the highest level. Take a look at this right here. Right now it's at 1, and it's going to just keep climbing as it gets more and more air to pass through this. To move it to different directions. Not bad, it's still at 1. I guess I did clean most of the air yesterday out of the room, which is good. So this does work the way it should. It really takes a lot of the air pollution out, but unfortunately it doesn't move. It just turns on. So, but it looks very sophisticated, which I do like about this. And it has 2 ways for it to work. So one way the air goes like this way, another way, press on this, the air goes on this side, slightly to the side. And it's moving right now. Now it's moving a little bit to the side. And you can turn this on as well, on different speed. Now it makes a different sound because it's using a different vent here to push the air out. And because of that, it's not as powerful as the previous version. Let's change it. You can see the change right here. Right there. And now it's more powerful, even more powerful. This is its highest speed possible. And when you're done and you no longer need to work this, just press on this and you can turn this off.